No, I'm not hopeful. I despair. I despair about the age we're in. I despair that people live by these things. I try to use it as little as possible. I despair about how the denialism of Trump. I don't see grounds for optimism. The only optimism, this is why I'm here. You're my optimism. You care enough to be in this class. That's the little thread. But if you get me going, you'll find a very pessimistic worldview at present. I think that we need to, first of all, recognize what we have that is good. And the culture, I had to give a little speech at SFU when I got my doctorate thingy, and I thought, well, what can I say? You know, what is there to say? They don't want you to say too much, so they don't want you to say, oh, here's your 2 minutes, because I might say too much. Anyway, so I thought, what can I say? And the main thing is to say that we have to stop and recognize that the country we live in is fantastic. I'm sorry. I know there's lots of things to say to the opposite of that. But if you look around on the planet and you want to, especially to be a woman in British Columbia, Canada, my God, it's like the best place, man, because it's awful out there. So in many societies. And so we have accomplished something for whatever reasons, but whatever trespasses we have. I went and had a very large brain tumor taken out by one of the best brain surgeons in the world, who actually I ended up co-writing a book with. But anyway, that's another story. I think it cost me about $80. I would include the parking. What a society that is. People talk about the dysfunction of everything all the time in Canada, like, oh, we don't have enough this and we don't have enough that. And this constant taking down of a construct, which is the envy of most other places on the planet, seems to me kind of insane. Like, oh, come on, try live somewhere else. And so, yes, human beings are fragile and they fail and they do bad things, but somehow, by some miracle of good fortune, we have a society that is the envy of most other societies. So instead of constantly telling other people about what is wrong with this society, you better stop and wake up and realize what is good about this society, because you're going to have to fight to keep it.